But to start us off, what we're going to look to do is we're going to attack our basic knee bar from the X guard, okay? Knee bar, it is a submission that in terms of competition, you're not allowed to do it in most competitions until brown belt. However, in a training room, it's still a pretty safe technique. Usually the ones that become a little bit more dangerous are your rotational submissions. A knee bar is a straight submission, so it's pretty safe all in all. Okay, so Skelly, can I borrow you please? So, the way we're going to look to start this one today, I'll get you to go on your knees for me. So we're going to start from a butterfly guard, okay? Now, this is an entry I first started using a lot when leg locks were kind of first just coming onto the scene, and the early Danaher crew, right, the DDS, were kind of getting established. Really, this was before even like Gordon Ryan and everyone like that. It was like Eddie Cummings and Gary Tonin and some of them. And one of my favorite people to watch was Eddie Cummings. He's actually disappeared off the jiu-jitsu map. I don't even know where he is anymore. I think someone said he's in philosophy, and I think I heard another one say he's like in like law or medicine or something like that. God knows where he is. But this is an entry that I stole from him. He was really, really good at using a 2-on-1 grip from a butterfly guard to start to enter into legs, okay? What we're gonna do is we're gonna use this 2-on-1 grip. We're gonna use our butterfly guard to elevate, and a common reaction from our partner is they look to stand up to their feet. So when I look to get my grips, I try to get a cross grip on my partner's wrist, and what I'm aiming to do is I'm aiming to kind of get my middle finger and my thumb right here above like the little notch in the wrist. I find if you grab there, it's a little bit easier for him to pull that hand free, whereas if I go right there, not to say he can't get his grip free, but it's just a little bit more of a sturdy grip, especially if I double down on it. We're not going to go 2 hands here, we're going to go 1 on the wrist though and 1 on the elbow. When I am ready, I'm scooting my hips in. I don't want to be like sat here constantly when I'm playing my butterfly guard. It's too easy for him to drive into me, go with like body lock passes and stuff like that and drive me flat. I want to be back until I'm elevating him. Okay, so I managed to get my cross grip, I've got my grip on the tricep. I scoop my hips in and I'm drawing his arm across my body as I lay back and use my feet to elevate. Skelly is just gonna pop up to his feet as I go. So I'm here, right. Now that I'm here, I've already got space for me to enter into my X guard. So my hand that was on the tricep, I'm gonna look to take a scoop grip on my partner's knee. I can now use my feet to enter into my X guard. Now, what I want is his weight into his hands, and I want to start to expose the backside of his body. So as I extend him away, I can kind of use my hand to internally rotate his knee just slightly. Now all I'm going to look to do is my foot that is behind his knee, I'm going to bring it to the mat and I'm going to bring my hips out. So now I've lined my hips up with his knee here. My leg can come over and I'm just kind of hooking into my partner's ass. My hand is going to reach over the top now, and what I want to make sure I do, the hand that was on the knee, I keep it there. That's going to be a wedge. My other hand, I grab the ball of his foot, not the heel, the ball up near the big toe. I'm going to bend his leg, and I'm going to flare his leg out. This is going to force him to rotate because I want to break him down to a hip. I can technically finish a knee bar from here, but it's very difficult. If I can bring him over to this position, this is much better for me. Now that I'm here, all I'm going to look to do is I'm going to pass this leg through. I cross my feet behind his bum. My bottom arm, I bring around his ankle. My head, I bring to the top of the toes. My hand, I'm just going to lock onto my bicep, grab the foot. I look to back heel as I start to extend my hips in as I lean back for my knee bar here. You'll often find with a knee bar, guys, there's actually not usually a lot of pain there. You're usually just going to feel a bit more of a stretch. When you feel that stretch, it's kind of when you're wanting to tap. If you feel pain, you probably let it go too far. Okay, it's probably too late at that point. Okay, so again, look at this side. I take this 2-on-1 grip. I scoot in, elevate, scoop grip. Now I'm into my X guard here, so I've set my feet. I want to always making sure when I'm in my X guard, I make sure his hands are busy. I can't just settle here where he can use his hands to clear and pass. So the moment I'm in, you need to be active. I extend him out. I kind of internally rotate his knee. Now my foot can come out. My leg comes over. I grab the ball of the foot. I bend it first. Then I flare his leg. Now I can pass my leg through the middle, cross my feet, lock onto his foot, and now I can start to lean back and finish my knee bar.